What it do, people? It's your boy Dre Day every day, back with another video for you. And today, I want to talk about the process of creativity. And this ties into basically me, content creation, and it's really changed my view on how I look at, because if you've been here for a while, you know that I'm a big hip hop head. And with that being said, a lot of my favorite artists, they'll announce a project or a mixtape or something of that sort, and then they won't it won't happen. And this happens numerous amounts of times across numerous artists, and this used to really frustrate me until now, having my own YouTube and being in a space of creativity, creating content, and creativity that's actually moving, that's on the move. What I mean by that is I pull from what's going on in my life at the time when I make said videos. A lot of things, sometimes I can do some one offs of things that aren't necessarily relevant to right now, especially like if I'm doing something in retrospect, if I'm doing something where I may be thinking about the future. In those special instances, or certain instances, yes, I'm pulling from somewhere else, but majority of what I do is about the right now, the recent past, and the present. And I've had ideas to do things, make videos, so to speak, and go, yeah, this, I want to do this, and be excited about it, genuinely excited about it in the moment. And then something may come up and it takes precedence over the thing I'm excited about it at the moment. And then I do that. Then the next week or month, something else happens. And then I'm doing that. Next thing you know, 2, 3 months have passed. That thing that I was excited about 3 months ago, it's not relevant. It's not relevant to my life at the moment because something could have changed for the better or for the worse. And I think that, I ain't gonna say I think, I fully understand that now. I've had a couple of, I'm not gonna announce it to create an unnecessary excitement or frustration, but I've had a couple ideas that I wanted to shoot off and really do. And speaking to just a few months ago, the middle of October, no through November, was pretty bad for me, for my headspace, and it really kind of took a few things and washed it away. And then my December, I was in a better headspace. I ended up taking a vacation from work, but I think I spent December kind of rebuilding myself because the for me emotionally, I was pretty torn up, mentally and emotionally. I apologize. I've been sneezing, but if you know me, you've been here, you know the sniffling is a thing. But yeah, I took December and just took it off. Coupled with the fact that, and then I hadn't even been making videos with Bun Bun, but at the same time, she went through a procedure here recently. But we're getting right back to our videos um, now that in the new year, and she's recovering from. But I just kind of took December and just chilled, and then it was the holidays. Went and seen some family. I went and see my entire family on Christmas. It really rejuvenated me. So for me, December was just kind of about getting myself back on track because I had a really good 2021, except for I'd say that month and a half, mid October to November. But in totality, 2022 was a great year. It's a transformative year for me. And I'm sure there are certain things that I'm still going to pull from, because it's as far as me on this journey of me being happy. And that's ultimately what my entire YouTube is kind of based on, is the journey of my life and speaking to the things that I'm passionate about. But ultimately, you look at that folder called Journey, which this particular video will be in. It just kind of documents things that have been relevant to me throughout my life. And that's where a lot of my creativity comes from. And I would have to say that now, since I'm in a creative space, I just completely understand when an artist says something that they're going to do something, or not even just an artist. If there's anything I take to someone with on a creative space and they say, I want to do this, and then 2 or 3 months from now it doesn't happen, and it's like, it might not be relevant to them no more. And I think we can apply this logic to people. When people have ideas that they're uncertain about, they're like, hey, well, I want to go and paint. Say you can probably see it in your friends. Somebody said they want to go paint. And then 2 or 3 months from now, you don't hear nothing else about it, because something else may have happened and made something else more relevant, or made this less relevant, or something could have been so devastating that it just kind of knocks all of this out of the forefront. And so, yeah, just me speaking to that, it's like, I get it. And, me sitting up expecting something out of the way I'm speaking to it with my favorite artist, it's being selfish for me to sit up and be upset. But at the same time, when I say that I want a project from a certain artist, it's because I appreciate the art. And I don't go on a tangent and not listen to them no more. I don't get on Twitter or Instagram and cuss them out or nothing like that. Some fans do though, but that's not my style. But I'm just making this to say I'm 100% aware, and I completely understand creativity on the move, and pulling from a real place, and how you can want to do something and be passionate about it too, and then something of greater passion pops up, or that idea that you wanted to do, it just fades away because it's not relevant to your life no more. And going back and speaking to the art directly for someone who is not in the creative space, if you're a person who creates from a point of what's relevant to you and not so much imagination, that if you try to create that thing that's not relevant anymore, it's not going to be the same. It's going to be of a lesser quality because you don't care about it that much, or it doesn't mean as much. And as an artist, as a creator, we want to give you what we deem the best product, or whatever it. You could apply this to any of your favorite artists or creators. We want to give you the best possible thing we can give you at the time of us giving it to you. So, you know, think about going to the restaurant and say, for instance, the chef there cooks seafood, and he's frustrated with his job because he wants to cook Italian food, but he can't find he either wants to try these Italian recipes, and this is where his current interest is. And it's like, your seafood might not taste as good. Now, he might not speak that to you, but it's like, he's passionate about this. This is where his creativity is. This is where what he's excited about. He's going to be firing a little bit more on all cylinders in that field. But yeah, just making a little analogy to kind of help you understand it. But create this thing of being creative and being a YouTuber, it's taught me so much about so many different things about myself, and other things that I never would have thought. And I really appreciate it. And I appreciate you as a watcher, as a continued viewer and as a supporter. Just bear with me in my times of, if I'm ever going away, definitely for this. And also, we get into a routine of things can get redundant. So sometimes I might need to shut down to start coming up with some fresh ideas. But that's the gift and the curse about creativity on the move. Some new stuff is coming, but if I announce this, then it doesn't happen. It's like, well, more stuff is coming, but that one thing you might have got excited about, I probably can't get to it. It's not necessarily not keeping it real. It's just having an actual life where things happen on the go. Something different happens every day, every week, every month, and then things go so fast. Next thing you know, you might not even remember what it was. But that's all I got on this topic. Happy 2023. Excited about the new year. Hope you had a great New Year's and holidays with your family. And I'm excited to bring more content to you. And hopefully I can take this thing to another level. Until then, peace out.